What's going on, everyone? My name is Grim and welcome back to a brand new Bloons video. So today, guys, I'm going to be showing you how to get the 2 Megapops achievement. Now, as you can see, I've already gotten this achievement, and this is the guide that I used. This was actually made by a different guy. His name is DarkHacker2. I'll leave a link to his video and his channel in the description. Go sub to him. He made this really easy, really good strategy, and I'm just making a video on it so you guys can do it too. But yeah, this is a pretty easy strategy. We are going to be using the map 4 circles. As you can see, I've already beaten Chimps on it, trying this before I recorded it, just to make sure I did it right, and I did. So yeah, we're going to be using Striker Jones for this strategy, because his rocket stun is really good for like really hard rounds, you know, like round 98, 95. He can stun the DDTs and stuff really quickly. Very easy to win those rounds. So the tower that we're going to be using is the TAC Shooter. This is going to be our 2 million pops tower right here. The upgrade we're going to get is the TAC Zone. You know, it's really powerful, super cheap, 25k, super cheap, and very good. So what you're going to do is you're going to upgrade one. You can do 1 bottom, 1 top, or you can do 2 bottom like me. And then just click play, and the TAC Shooter will pop everything. If you do the 2 bottom like me, then get faster shooting when you can, and the TAC Shooter will just keep popping everything. Yeah, this strategy is super easy. If you don't get the two Megapops achievement, you at least will get a black border for this map if you haven't gotten that already. So this is a very good way to black border 4 circles. So yeah, what we're gonna do next is get even faster shooting, and then we are going to actually get TAC Sprayer next, because we want as many pops to go to this tower as possible. That's the problem with two Megapops Chimps, is that it's like you want to have all the pops go to one tower, and let's say you put down an Alchemist, or you even put down Striker. By the way, we're not going to put Striker anywhere near the track. We're going to put Striker right over here, not like right around by the sign area, because we want him to get as little pops as possible. Obviously, we want this guy to get all the pops. The reason we're going to put him back there is just so we can use his ability. He is going to get like a lot of pops, because as he upgrades, the ability does stun and do more damage, but we won't have to worry about that. It's not going to be enough to take away from the tower here. So the next thing that you want to buy after TAC Sprayer is a sub. This sub will be a 300 sub, and just leave it at that. You don't need to get, Bloons Reactor. Obviously, we want to get as little pops. Again, we want to get as many pops to the TAC Shooter as possible. So yeah, try and get this sub to a 300 as quick as possible. What I like to do is I like to put it, here, and I like to get longer range and put it on last. That way, it only attacks the last balloon to come out, meanwhile the TAC Shooter will pop all the balloons. So this sub is going to be a radar scan or submergent support, so that we can obviously see campos, because we can't get a village yet. So that's good. Yeah, we can't get a village, especially the radar scanner. It's a lot of money. So we're going to use the sub for now. It'll pop all the balloons, but it will eventually become a submergent support, which will allow us to see camos. It'll be no problem. But yeah, the TAC Shooter here can handle everything. Before the mob comes out, we're going to get this thing to overdrive, and you'll see we'll be able to pop the mob no problem. So now we got submergent support. Now we're good. The TAC Shooter's getting all the pops now. No more pops for the sub. So the next thing you're going to buy is an Alchemist to obviously buff the TAC Shooter, and we're going to get the top path, of course. We're actually going to get a Perma-Brew, and that's the thing that I didn't really like when I first tried this strategy. I'm like, the Perma-Brew is 64,000. Like, can we really survive all the way to 64,000 with with just the TAC Shooter? Trust me, you can, and when you do get Perma-Brew, this thing becomes unstoppable. So I never really used Perma-Brew before because it was just so expensive, but now that I've been using it a lot for this strategy, it's really good, really powerful, because Berserker Brew is already strong, and the fact that it becomes a permanent buff is really cool. So yeah, very good tower. It's going to take us a long time to get to this Perma-Brew, but trust me, when we get there, the reward will be worth it. So if there's any towers, any balloons that leak through, like let's say you get a balloon that goes this way, you can home screen. If you do home screen and go back to the main menu and go back into the game and then win, you'll still get the achievement. As long as you win with 2 million pops on one tower, you can home screen as many times as you like and you'll win. But if you want to get the black border, then obviously you have to stay in here. I already had the black border for 4 circles before I did this, so I kept home screening when I tried to do this because I messed it up a bunch. So another thing, I also put the Alchemist on last. I put everything on last so that they only attack these balloons, and all the other ones get popped by the TAC Shooter. Just a little tip, not that it really matters that much. So now obviously now we got the leads, no problem here. The alchemist can pop them and so can our attack shooter. So the next thing we're going to get is a village, and we're going to put this village right here. I put it over here one time, and I couldn't reach the other 2 towers we're going to get, which are going to be glue gunners, but that'll come later. So for now, put the village here. We're going to get bigger radius, and we're going to get jungle drums. You don't need to worry about camo for now, because the sub will get rid of all the camo. Even the balloons that, like the yellows that go through, and they don't get the camo stripped, they'll go around, and then when they come back here, the camo will get stripped, so then they can get popped. So don't worry about that. So the next thing we're going to get is jungle drums, as you see, like here, look. See, a yellow will go through. Let's see, yeah, see? But then it'll get revealed there, and then they get popped, so we're good for now. The next thing we're going to get is jungle drums, and then we are going to get overdrive. Overdrive isn't necessary to pop the Moab. If you don't get overdrive in time, you're going to lose no matter what, so make sure to try and get overdrive. You can even get overdrive before jungle drums, to be honest, because overdrive is super powerful. You don't really need the jungle drums, but I just got it just in case, so yeah, make sure to get overdrive. That will be necessary to pop the Moab, because you can't win without it. After the Moab gets popped, we're going to get this village to primary training, and then we're going to put Striker down. Because we don't need him necessarily, like, he's not, like, necessary to win, but we want to get him to level up a lot so that we can get his rocket ability, so that we can stun stuff if we need to. But like I said, put him by that sign. I actually put him over here one time, and he was actually shooting Moabs, and it was doing a lot of damage, and I was upset because I thought it would, you know, screw it up, but I think I still won in the end. So it didn't really matter, but just try and get as many towers away from the track as possible. Try and get everything to go to the attack shooter. So now we have overdrive, so the next thing we're going to get is primary training, and then we're going to get radar scanner. You can get primary mentoring if you really want to. I do, because I like the extra range. Attack shooter, the attack zone already has huge range, but the primary mentoring gives it so that the range is even higher, but you don't really need to get it. If you want to go right to the attack shooter, I mean the attack zone, after getting the radar scanner, you can do that too. It's up to you. So as you see right here, Moab comes around, gets popped here, and there we go. So what I'm actually going to do is place Striker Jones down now. I'm going to put him right here. Let's see, what's a good... I'm trying to get him into a good spot where he won't attack. This is perfect. Right here. Right there. See? When you want this, you want his thing to be like that. Like, angled like that. That's how you know you did a good job. Obviously, he's not going to pop anything, but it's funny he still levels up, even though he doesn't pop. But look, you'll see when I use the thing, it does still stun, even though he's behind the sign. So it is weird, but it's good to stun stuff, you know? Like, we're round 98, you're going to be spamming that rocket as many times as you can. Yeah, he'll get a lot of pops, but trust me, you will make it a lot easier for yourself. Because when those, like, huge fortified BFBs come out and the ZOMGs, it's super tough. So stunning them, super easy. So now what we're going to do is we're going to save up for the attack zone. You don't need to use any of his abilities unless you need to. Or what you can do is you can just, you know, wait it out. I like to just wait it out because there's nothing really you need the abilities for. Maybe like for Moabs, that's the only thing. But yeah, for now we're just going to go right to the attack zone. I'm going to keep it rolling, but when I go to the Berserker Brew, the Permanent Brew, I'm actually going to cut it because the Permanent Brew, you go from round like 50 or something when you get the attack zone, all the way to round like 86 or 85 when you want to get the Perma Brew. It's going to take a long time, so I'm going to cut it because the video will be like 50 minutes long. But really, all you need to do is just watch for anything that's coming through here. Like, if any balloons go around here and they pass, make sure to home screen so you don't lose, because then you're going to waste all your time and you don't want that. So try and make sure that you use the stuns as good as possible, but we'll worry about that later. For now, let's just get the attack zone. This thing's already doing really good. As you can see, round 49 with all the ceramics, and this thing's just shredding through everything. This works really good with a tower like this, because this tower doesn't have any targeting. It shoots tacks from all directions, so it can shoot balloons here and balloons here. Like, it can shoot twice at once, which is super cool, which is also why it's good for the strategy. When we get the attack zone, obviously the range is so high. So like here, you know, use the stun, and there we go. Look at that. Pops everything. And see, he only got like, what, like 5 or 6 more pops? So it's good to use the stuns every now and then. You won't really mess up anything. We're pretty close to the attack zone. We're like 5k, we're 3k away. Pretty easy to get because it's so cheap. That's why I love this strategy. Not only is the attack zone just such a fun tower, but it's so cheap. Oh, that was close. Okay, see, That was really close. Okay, obviously I know, you might have lost. I'm not sure, but I'm actually gonna keep it rolling. I'm not gonna retry because I should have stunned. So like there, it's okay. You want to stun, right? So trust me. If you died, I'm sorry, but like here, wait. Okay, and then stun here. There you go. See, now we got it. So yeah, sorry if you were just following me and lost. I apologize, but you want to make sure that you use the stuns as good as possible. I honestly, I could not be bothered to go back and refilm this again. I'm at round 53, so I just wanted to keep it rolling. So that's why I just went back to the home screen. I already got the achievement. I'm just showing you the guide. So yeah, I'm in a home screen if I need to, because I just want to show you how to do this guide. How to do this. So in the video, by the way, the dark hacker, okay, he doesn't home screen. So actually, he does retry one round and that's it, because he did it in the challenge editor. He didn't home screen. So if you followed his video like me, then you'll be fine. Mine's a little, things are a little bit different, but it'll still be the same outcome. So sorry about that. Anyways, as you can now see, we have the tack zone. So now we are looking way better, obviously, because this thing is insanely powerful. So the next thing you want to get is stronger stimulant. Now you can get primary mentoring, so the range is even bigger. Look at that range, insane. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna ride all the way up to permabrew. Okay, we're gonna go from 1,000 to from 58 all the way to like 80 something, and we're gonna get the permabrew. I'll probably cut it back on like round 63 or 76 or something, just in case you might need to like get help there. But other than that, honestly, you should be fine for all these rounds. Because if I kept it rolling, I would just be sitting here the whole time. So I'll stop it at 63. 63 is a little scary, but you'll see we'll do it no problem too. So yeah, the strategy's super easy. Once you get permabrew, there's gonna be maybe 3 or 4 more things you want to buy. Other than that, there's nothing else. It's just the permabrew and the tack zone, and then some other stuff just to make it a lot easier for yourself. So for round 63, I'll show it, but then after that, I'm just gonna go right to permabrew. So I'll cut it back when I get it. It'll take a while, but it is 64,000 after all. So as you can see, first wave goes right through, no problems. Second wave, another one, easy, look at that. And then the third wave is a little bit tougher, but you'll see, shreds it easily. So for a round like this, if you want to use the stun, you can. Make sure to use it, because you don't want to lose like me. Okay, you don't want that to happen to you. So use it when you can. Okay, so you don't mess yourself up. In my case, I didn't use the stun and I messed up. So yeah, I'm gonna cut it though, because it's a 65. I'm gonna cut it when I get to the permabrew. All right, it may take a long time. Okay, you can just skip ahead, or just pause my video and then get all the way to the permabrew and then unpause it. So you get to the part where you get the permabrew, because obviously you're gonna be sitting here doing it, but I can cut the videos, so you don't have to watch me sit here for 25 rounds farming money or saving up money to get the permabrew. So enough rambling. I'm gonna cut it back to when I get permabrew, and I'll see you all then. Alright, so obviously as you can see, I haven't got the permabrew yet, but it is round 76, which is a little scary. So I'll cut it back so you guys can see it. Really? That was it? And I'm just kidding. I knew it was really easy. Yeah, we're halfway there. A little bit under halfway there. So, or actually no, we're over halfway there, because it's 64,000. So we're a little over halfway there. Round 76, 78 too. I'll leave it rolling for 78 too. Another round you'll see gives us absolutely no troubles, because this thing can shoot in all directions. So any ceramics that cut through here, you'll see. Watch. See, and then look it's attacking these balloons and the ceramics at the same time. So super easy. And if you want to, you can use the rocket stun to stun the ceramics if you want to as well. You could do that. Doesn't really matter. Just save them for, use them when you really need to, You could just keep spamming it over and over again, but then you'd get a lot of pops for Striker, which we don't want. So you'll see, look at this one. Wave 2. Look at that. Shreds it. Absolutely no troubles. So, round 79. 41k. We're super close. Actually, not really that close. We need 20,000 more. Cut it back when we actually get the permabrew. So yeah, I'll see you then. Alright, so as you can see, we're back now. We are missing just over 1,000, or just under $1,000 to the permabrew. While I was gone, I beat round 82. 82 is another round that may give you some troubles, but you might be able to get through it pretty easily. If you need to, you can home screen like I did when I first tried it, but you probably won't need to. So now, as you can just see, we bought the permabrew. So it's going to apply. There it is. Now the brew is here to stay. Look at the pop count go rocketing up. So now we're doing a lot better. So we're gonna buy like 3 more things. We're gonna buy a glue gunner and we're gonna put it here, and we're gonna buy another glue gunner and put it. You could put it here or you could put it here. Doesn't really matter. I like to put it down here so it pops, so it gets the balloons here. This glue gunner is gonna be a 3 or a 032, and this glue gunner is going to be a 013. So I don't know if I said that right here. Let me repeat it in case I messed it up. 032 glue gunner for the balloons, and this is going to be a 023 glue gunner. So this is a 032, this is a 023. So yeah, that's a little bit different, but this glue gunner will also put them on strong. This glue gunner is going to slow down all of the Moabs, and this glue gunner is going to slow down all the balloons. So that's the reason we get the 2 glue gunners. Makes it a lot easier when all the mobs and all the balloons are slowed. So we're gonna buy one last thing. You can also, if you want to, buy a balloon sabotage. I don't really need it, and it just costs like what, like 5,000 to get, so it's a little expensive, but you can get it if you want. So we're gonna get one last thing, another village, and we're gonna put it right here in the radius of all this stuff. This village is going to be not only an MIB, but a call to arms, because it gives nearby monkeys 50% attack speed and pops, which will make it a lot easier to get to 2 million. Because right now it's round 89 and we're only at 760,000. You know, like, come on, we got to get to 2 million. That will make it a lot easier because we'll get 50% more pops. So DDTs here, easy, they get shredded. Round 95, you're definitely going to need to use a lot of these stuns. So, like, I would say just spam your 1 key when you get to 95. Try and stun as much as you can. Makes it a lot easier. But the Berserker Brew, the permanent... Oh, yeah, also get the middle path upgrade so the Berserker Brew's stronger. And look at that. Look at that range. Super duper powerful now. Now we're going to get the MIB when we have enough. And then I would also get a Shattering Shells Mortar so that the shells get stripped off. Makes it easier to pop them, but the mortar will get a lot of pops. We don't want that. So unless you want to micro the mortar where it only pops the shells off, then it hits somewhere else, you could do that, but that's too complicated. This is just easier. Once again, the DDTs get shredded. I mean, look how slow these balloons are going. Look how slow they're going. This is exactly why I told you to buy these 2 glue gunners, because they're not getting any pops because, they're just glue. But look how much slower these look how much slower all these BFBs are going. Look at them all. They're so slow. It's exactly what we want. So I'm going to use another one of these stuns just to make it a little bit easier on me. Use another one too, because look at the reach. Look how fast it recharges. That's the other reason why this striker's so good, is because the rocket recharges so quick. Like, you could literally just spam it here. Like on 95, you could literally spam it if you wanted to, but I don't really think that's necessary. Just use it. I would use it like here, right? When the DDTs get to like here, use one. Then wait for it, use another one. There we go, and look at that. Round 95, no troubles. 96, once again, just use the stuns. Use the stuns when you think it's a good time. Like right now, that's a good time. When there's a lot of Moabs in the radius of the attack zone, that's when you want to use your stun, because the attack zone will like pop all the mobs as they're stunned. So now we're going to stun it again, and we're going to get called to arms. And then for 98, we're going to use our call to arms ability, and for round 100, we're going to use our call to arms. What are we looking at right now? 1.5 million. Pretty good. So, like I said, we're going to stop. We're not going to use it here. You don't need to. The cooldown is pretty long for the ability again, which is why we don't really need it on 97, because 97 is not that hard. Not compared to 98. 98 is super tough. So, here we go. Now what we're going to do is we're going to wait. Put your finger over that ability. Okay, I'm actually going to slow it down. And then wait for it. And actually not here. Let's do it now. Perfect. Now let's stun. Okay. Stun again. Watch and make sure nothing's sneaking through. There we go. Alright, round 99. Stun again, just in case. This round may be a little tough, so... Okay, I think we're sorry I keep going like this. I'm just trying to make sure that we don't lose. So, what are we at? 1.93. Super close, guys, I know. Don't use your call to arms yet, okay? Hold off. Wait, okay? Make sure to wait, because I don't want you to waste your ability. You're going to lose. If you used it now, the bat is going all the way around there. You would have lost. So, what you want to do is use it now. As you can see, now it's popping insanely fast. Right? And then, wait for it. Okay, stun those ZOMGs. The balloons are coming through. Stun again, and then use your call to arms. You'll have enough time, use it again. And there we go. So let's go. Okay, free play. And we'll go to the tack zone. 2 million pops. There you go. That is how you do 2 million pops. If you just did the exact same thing as me, you went to free play and it has 1.98 million, I'm sorry. You must have done something wrong. Maybe you put, you know, Striker Jones too far out, so he was popping the balloons that were going here. Maybe you used your call to arms wrong, but if you watched everything carefully and you timed it right, like I did, then you'll have no trouble doing this. I know it's just over 2 million, you know, it's like 2,005,000. It's just over, but you still did it. So I already got the achievement, so it's not going to pop up for me, but if you did not have it before, it'll pop up on your Steam right here, or if you're on your phone, it'll be over here on the menu like it was for me. But that is how you do 2 million, 2 Megapops chimps super easily. Once again, thank you to Dark Hacker 2 for the strategy. I, really appreciate, him making that strategy. I wanted to use it because it was so easy. So I'll leave a link to his video in the description. Go give him a sub. He makes race videos too, super cool. So yeah, thank you all for watching the video. Leave a like, and I'll see you all later. Peace out.